All right, it is currently 10 a.m. This is documentation, it's 10:01 a.m. This is documentation of the public removal of domestic terrorist Paul Leon, the criminal activity by the municipality. This is the city of Ontario that's engaging in stalking with light. And the city of Ontario is engaging in stalking with light when at 10 a.m. the fake sun is here as well. So this is an iteration of the same psychopathic pacing, and they're doing so where the fake sun is out and they're walking on the engineer light and they are pacing in the engineer light, and they're doing so as a group effort. They're doing so while the entity is gang stalking with those that committed kidnapping. All right, that's what Alexander Grigg is doing. He's gang stalking, pacing just like he is inside of the building and engineer light. FEDEX is gang stalking with the peculiarized light in the path. That's what the entity does when the fake sun remains over me, in the same manner that I come from Stater Brothers, walk through the neighborhood, fake sun remains over me, airport, police department stalking, and so are third parties like FedEx, are state actors like the city of Ontario. This is maintaining the light activity. While you're walking around in that engineer light, this is activity creation. The OVITT Family Community Library maintains engineer light in the bathroom. Alexander Grigg is a sex offender, okay? And he's also a psychopath engaging in pacing just like he did now, putting out the cones as form for what is being in the presence. Remember, this environment is supernatural. So you're talking about the fake sun. It's the same thing with regard to rain and the appearance of the necessity to get in shelter, where they're stalking by the commercial planes, no longer flying over the square. You're looking at my pictures. They're doing cartwheels right here and now flying over the senior center complex, over the city hall where Paul Leon's going to be removed from office. This is P.O.C. That's Southwest Airlines. And you're paying attention to when I'm sitting at the wall and they're flying over the clock, over the field, over the amphitheater location. License 1567279 and Securitas. You're mindful of the video. I'm going to show you they're doing the same exact thing that they're doing in the morning when the fake sun is over me, and you're understanding what is stalking with light is the purpose of psychopathic pacing, which is what Euclid Avenue is doing, is what they're doing walking in and out of the library. That's what they're doing in the sky space by the airport, and that's why in the same walkway the entity is maintaining what is the video I will also attach for you to remind you about these demons of the city of Ontario using the resources of the municipality. This is the criminal expenditure on resources, the facilitation, the funding and supporting of terrorism, which Paul Leon is relevant for a federal prosecution. Paul Leon is a terrorist leader. And the entity is engaging what is maintaining the fake sun on this side of the building, where, based on where I'm located in the building, and you see the engineer light all along the ceiling, all over the demons that are gang stalking inside of the library. That's impossible light. The sun, first of all, it's not the sun, but it's hovering, and it's not reflecting off of their windshields and bouncing into the depths of the library. This is where Securitas is gang stalking, stalking with light. This is a demon. This is not security. Okay, you are made insecure, you are under threat, while a demon is engaged in criminal surveillance and calling itself a security company. Securitas is engaged in criminal surveillance, and they're doing so in the same environment where I'm this same walkway again, fake sun in the morning, fake sun in the afternoon after 2 or 4 o'clock, where Southwest Airlines is also stalking. This is the significance of what they are engaging in. It's criminal surveillance. The purpose of the ongoing maintenance of the engineered light activity. Okay, this is the P.O.C. and the municipal employees, the African American. He's been gang stalking. I've been capturing. When you're practicing the pattern of conduct with the state and you're engaged in, you're documented as a serial stalker, you are going to prison. And this is the African American I'm documenting. This is terrorism that the American citizen is documenting. He's gang stalking me inside of the parking garage of the Saris Regis, where it's already known that they're gang stalking, and so is the city of Ontario utilizing these vehicles. He's gang stalking me as I documented in images inside of the OVITT Family Community Library. He's also gang stalking while I'm capturing this morning, while the entity is doing a cartwheel right here by commercial planes, following me from the square, not flying over my head over there, now flying over here, concentrating. That's stalking by the airport, just like they are at Stater Brothers in the parking lot. And this is the entity showing you how they're stalking with light. That's the purpose of the fake sun. They're all stalking with light while the entity is engaging in surveillance. There's no airport that flights from the terminals that are going to be flying over the city hall, over the city senior center, over the senior citizen complex, where Anthesis is gang stalking. Okay, the entity is engaging in this pattern of conduct in concert with the people, maintaining that environment, and it has nothing to do with their headlights. It has nothing to do with sun reflection or sunlight. These are demons in that specific environment, and Paul Leon knows all about it. This is the maintenance of a corrupt system. This is why also the entity is stalking so heavily by the Ontario Police Department at the venues where I remain. This is why I have the documentation of the fake sun rising and setting. That's what's relevant regarding what is absolutely criminal. All right, none of it is lawful, none of it is authorized, and Paul Young will be prosecuted like any other foreign terrorist, and so are the terrorists that are gang stalking under his corrupt leadership, engaging in vagina monitoring. That's the reality of what the city of Ontario is engaging in, and doing so through the vehicles that represent the municipality. And they're demons, so the entities engaging in psychological torture. As I document them, they come closer. They engage in more stalking by plane. They engage in more light activity, doing so as they are gratified by it, stalking you, and also engaging what is, under my circumstance, monitoring the evidence. And that's going to inform prison sentences. That's going to inform what is the civil damages, okay? When the people of the state are inside and I'm documenting them sparking with light, that's the iteration of the stalking with light conduct by those that are stalking inside of a building when they don't have a car, when the fake sun's not under the roof with them. They're stalking with light. They're demons, manifesting light, monitoring. Okay, this is P.O.C. and this is a terrorism. This is a scene of terrorism and its harassment while they're monitoring, and it's also relevant because of the fact that I'm documenting it. Okay, this is P.O.C. It is current at the OVITT Family Community Library. Alexander Grigg is engaging in what is criminal activity in the path. He doesn't have any protection under the law with regard to being at work where you're engaging in what is actually surveillance under the guise of what is the corrupt system of gang stalking at OVITT Family Community Library. And that's already known. That's why the entity has such a ridiculous environment where Sean Thrasher and everybody else is engaging in what is keeping my vagina under surveillance, which they are accomplishing through what I've already shown is the impossible light activity and the ongoing maintenance of light stalking. 64761 Frank 4 P.O.C. All right, the entity is maintaining surveillance throughout the duration of the day, and this is the prosecution of the city of Ontario. This is P.O.C.